You shouldn't be picking fights with the boys at school.
I couldn't let them get away with it. If you could just hear what they were saying about you.
Still, it wasn't your place. They're still our neighbors after all.
It's time you started being a girl and acting right. The town doesn't want to see you acting all rough and tough like a guy.
Shut it.
You'd have a better rep if you started acting all fancy like the rest of the ladies of Mako. Maybe start wearing a dress too.
Why you...
Okay. Settle down. Why don't we just watch some television? Let's see what's on. Welcome to everybody's favorite dating show, Happily Ever After. Now, we all know how this works. One lucky man will get to meet two lovely ladies and choose one to be his happily ever after. Now let's meet the guy. No one's as quick as him, no one's as slick as him, and no one's neck is as incredibly thick as his. It is Gaston! We sure are lucky to have someone like you here, Gaston.
Well, you sure are lucky to have someone like me here around.
Sure are. Gaston is a local hero and an excellent hunter. He's perfect in every way and ready to find his happy ending. Now, let's meet lady number one, a beautiful and obedient maiden here to restore honor to her family. That's an interesting prop you have there, lady number one.
This is actually a real sword. I'm one of the Han soldiers leading charge against the Han invaders to the north of China.
Alrighty then.
Oh, that girl's pretty cool. She gets to wear pants. You know, Auntie said that I wasn't supposed to be doing stuff that required pants. Aunt Alexandra's vision of my department involved playing with small stoves, tea sets, and wearing an add-on pearl necklace, which she gave me when I was born.
Well, she is a soldier after all. She has to wear pants. Now, let's meet lady number two, a small-town provincial girl looking for a man to marry. Lady number two. Lady number two.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just so interested in this book.
That book looks familiar. Seems interesting.
I'm not sure guys like girls have their minds always up in the clouds.
I was not so sure, but Jem told me I was being a girl, and that girls always imagine things. That's why other people hated them so, and if I started behaving like one, I could just go off and find some to play with.
Okay, let's see these two ladies get to know Gaston.
Sure.
Alrighty then, let's get into it. Gaston, what is your first question for these ladies?
So tell me, women. I'm a hungry man. When I return home from hunting, what will you make me?
A knuckle sandwich?
That's pathetic, you primate.
Why, thank you. But hey, how about you and me? We take a walk to the tavern and we adore my hunting trophies. How about that?
Maybe not.
So these ones play hard to get, huh? No problem for someone of my caliber.
Why do people like this guy so much? He's a jerk.
Well, he's tough, athletic, a good hunter, a man, and he's confident.
He's cocky, not confident.
Now, Gaston, what is your second question for these ladies?
Listen. What would be your ideal date for me?
I've been practicing my sword fighting and hand-to-hand combat. I mean, I would like to get some sparring practice.
Ha! Go against me? A woman? That's hilarious. How would a woman like you even join the army? No one stands a chance against me. Gaston!
Like you can even last a minute face-to-face with me. If she can fight, why can't I fight?
Well, it's obvious that lady number two has more refined taste to be my wife. So what would you do on an ideal date with me?
Well, for not helping my father out with his inventions, I do love to read. So perhaps we could visit a library.
Ooh, get your nose out of that book.
Books? A woman should not waste their time reading books. They should focus more on more important things. Like me.
Why are they so angry about her reading?
It's like here in Macomb. People don't like when others gain a lot of unknown foreign knowledge, especially women.
Kind of reminds me of Miss Stephanie scolding me.
And for your third question, to get to know these ladies, Gaston?
Well, whenever I return from hunting, my clothes always seem to be ragged. So if you were to become my woman, I need to know, can you scrape these stains off my clothes?
I mean, if you're the one that needs to be clean.
Yeah, if you're so great, why do you need someone else to clean up after you?
Me? Cleaning? What? Are you trying to turn me into a woman?
Why does he expect them to clean up after him?
Well, scout women are just expected to do that. It's what they're known to do, and it's part of their reputation. Now, over the course of tonight, you've gotten to know two lovely ladies, but Gaston, you can't have both. It's time to choose. Which of these two ladies will become your happily ever after?
Well, when it comes down to it, each girl has their perks. However, neither of them, I repeat, neither of them can compare to Gaston!
Thank goodness it's over.
That's it, I can't take this no more.
That was weird.
Those girls were actually pretty cool. Why wouldn't that Gaston like them?
Those girls weren't even acting like girls. One was a soldier and the other one was reading the whole time.
Well, they had their own interests beyond stereotypes. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter anyways. You heard the audience booing. They hate them. None of them got the guy in the end.
I still thought they were cool. I wish there were more girls like that in Macomb.
Scout, especially in places like Macomb, many people are forced to uphold gender norms to maintain their reputation. And while those expectations are constricting, those who subvert norms or refuse to adhere to them develop a greater sense of identity and independence, but at the cost of their reputation being viewed differently. Those who subvert norms like Mulan or Belle are hard to find because of how gender roles play such a big role in one's reputation.